In the religious sacrament of reconciliation, the target is God, to beg God and ask God for forgiveness. How do you wrong your fellow man and go to another entity to ask for forgiveness? How does this work? Abusia, the fruit of our collective minds are what produce divine judgment, not what a priest says. I am required here to prepare your conscience to watch this from threefold perspectives. First, a person who has wronged society seeks forgiveness from the people he has wronged. And 2, a man who has been wronged by society for being wrongfully convicted. And then 3, what we all don't know. And that is what our guest is here to disclose. What took him to prison? Who was offended? And what you, the one watching me, think about their condition and their situation. My guests will tell us about their life behind bars, and you will share your collective thoughts in the comment section. Akwaba, oath to our guest. You are here to freely express regret, accept responsibility, change, seek restitution, or request forgiveness and alignment. But if society has wronged you, we are willing to listen willingly, express regret, accept responsibility, seek your forgiveness, and show respect. Which one do you stand for? Welcome to Life Behind Bars. Welcome back to Life Behind Bars with Maame Grace. Today we have a beautiful guest who is going to tell us about his story, what he went through, and what he thinks or feels Ghanaians should do to help him. Welcome to Life Behind Bars, my brother.
Thank you.
So tell us, what happened to you? What took you to prison? And what happened to you there?
Okay, my journey to prison. Let me say, 5 years life experience. I have to summarize in 1 hour. Don't worry, it's fine. I was very young, 17 years, very naive, and I found myself in the bosom of the court.
Court?
Yeah.
Okay.
And which is, I had a case called defamation case. I don't know anything about it by then. I just completed my SHS. And I just had a case. And I battled with it for 3 good years in court before.
Defilement?
Yeah, please. Before I was sentenced to prison for 7 years.
But did you do it? Oh yeah.
No.
Correct.
The incident happened through a young lady that I have been teaching.
Oh, okay. You were a teacher?
I wasn't a teacher. I just completed. And so I normally help her with homework. So that thought I was going out with her. So he asked us to not to mingle again. And I stopped mingle with her. So not long ago, it came like she went out. And when she came and asked her, where from you? Oh, I went to Elon's place, and this all brought about the issues, and the dad have to coach her to tell her that. And first thing when they came was like, have they touched you before? No, you don't have not have anything with me. But later on, as the thing get to court, police station, they know that it was serious. There when I had the first interaction with her, was like, what is happening? And it was like, and the dad said, you should say this, you should say this, you should say this, you should say this. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And that led me to prison.
So when you went into prison, how old were you?
I was 17 years for the arrest, but they waited for 3 years more for me to be an adult before I was sentenced to prison.
So you went to prison when you were at 20?
20, yeah. 20,
So
20.
when you got to prison, the first day, the second day, the third day, how were you feeling? And before waiting for 3 years, were you at home or in cells?
I was in cell for 2 good years.
Okay.
I spent 2 years in cells at police station.
Okay.
And they were trying the case. And since they were trying the case, the first judge came. When they tried the case, it got to a point, the judge said, no, you don't have any evidence, so you can't proceed with the case. So they have to drop the case and transfer the judge and give it to another judge. We started it again, and it got to a point, you say, no, you don't have any evidence, so you can't proceed with the case. So that judge too was also transferred, and they gave it to another judge to also handle. So it was the last judge who said that the case has been long in custody, so he has nothing to do. He only have to give me the minimum sentence for me to go and serve and come. And that was when my first day in someone medium security, it wasn't easy. You don't know anyone. Sometimes when I talk about in someone prison, I really feel a little bit heaviness, so pardon me. You don't know anyone, and you just walk in, and everybody will just be looking at you. You are welcome because you become part of them. The first thing that came into your mind was like, wow, all your life, your world has come to crash. There's nothing going to happen again. I just completed SHS. Even those who were in the house who completed SHS couldn't even get job. And now, yes, you find yourself in prison custody. Going back, what are you going to be? You're going to turn to liability. So in your mindset, you're a dead goat. So you were in, front, up. So you try to talk to people. There was one day I was lying on my bed, and a certain old man called me, was like, hey boy, how old are you? And I told him my age. He said, you are still young. You need to go back to school. And I was like, go back to school. And he told me that, oh, there's a school here, so I need to go and fix myself into it and bring something out of my life. And I was like, prison, when you come to prison, you go back to school, you come out, what will you become? Nobody. So why will I go to school? Why will I even worry myself? So I decided that no, let me boycott it. And it was like, no, he's not asking me to suggest, he asked me to go and lie down, think over it, then the next day I would take decision by myself, but I shouldn't come and tell him. So by then, my mom was from Volta region, so my mom was in Volta. So I tried to figure out and have a communication with her, and I told her that this is what happened. And she was like, okay, I should take that step. Fine. I go to other people, church leaders who are found, like I can confide in them, to talk to them. I try to tell them that this is the situation. But one thing about inside is going to school and facing a prison term is two things together. Here lies the case, you don't have what to eat. You don't have what to eat, and you are leaving your place that you are going to school. And when you return back, what are you going to eat? You don't have nothing to eat. So it's the matter of making the choice. Okay, fine. Which one will suit you? So I tried to talk to other people. And there was this guy who I found also from Volta region, but I confirmed a lot about him. So sometimes I go to him, talk to him, and he was like, oh no, this is just put yourself into Christ and things will work out. Don't worry, come to church and do this. And so I have to blend the church with the school because the church will make me to survive. Prison, when they share food and you are not part of it, forget it. But the church can console you, the church can come, okay, get this, and use it for yourself. So this was how I was able to go through my academy. When I started with an ITC lab not long ago, and I heard a rumor that University of Cape Coast is about to enroll people for them to school over there. I was like, wow, but I'm already partaking in ICT, so how will I come and join again? So I was like, how? So I went to this guy again. I talked to him. He was like, oh, by now, when you are doing your ICT, at least when you close, you can manage, and because what he said to me was, take opportunity in everything. You don't know where tomorrow it will lead you to. So I normally talk to him because we share the same blog, we share the same space. So there was one day I decided that no, I have to call home for them to bring my SHS results so that I can be able to apply. And I applied, and I was very fortunate I was selected to join. And by the grace of God, I'm able to complete my degree in business management. And that was one achievement after my imprisonment and my IT too. I was able to do my certificate and diploma also over there. And that was how I used my prison term, because I found it that it's a I'm spending 5 years here. Am I going to waste my life? When I go out, what am I going to do? So why don't I sacrifice? But let me chip in this thing. Inside there, your own colleague will let you know that you are not here to school, or you are not here for this. You have been arrested and you need to face the term. So when they are also going empty-handed, you should also follow the empty-handed path. But it left with you to make a choice. What choice? What do you want your future to be? That was when you have to talk to people who can tell you no, or talk to people who can inspire you that, oh, Charlie, I wasn't having this, but by the grace of God, I managed to get this out of this. So you can also pursue it. And there's one thing about life, is when someone also pursues something, you also know that you can also do it. And this
okay, so the prison gave you the opportunity to learn, to have degrees.
Yeah, please.
So that's the good part of it.
Yes, please.
The painful part of it is what?
A lot.
I want to hear.
The system is already defined. The system has already been defined. The system has already been built. So when you go, yours is to walk through the system or move through the system. And nobody is ready to build the system. Nobody is ready to renovate the system. Nobody is ready to reimagine, rethink about, no, this, we need to do this. No. The way we sleep, the food, and even how things are shared is not easy. It's not easy. Even sometimes I have this thing thoughtful that, yeah, outside they have civil people who join the service personnel around. So why don't they have also people like civil people who are also inside to mingle with the officers to know what they do and what they don't do? Let's take like an officer wanted to penalize you or take advantage and punish you. He can do it without nobody holding him accountability, because you think that is his place and he will defend himself. Nobody will come in. You can't even call a lawyer. You can't even talk to anybody. But when we adjust the system, we find out that the system is supposed to be like, okay, when someone override your right, you have the liberty or the right to report to someone for the person to be taken on. But our system have been already defined. Say, unyaba prison pay. This is, you are useless. You are nobody. Nobody regard you. Not even the community. Nobody. So they can only treat you like an scapegoat, because already from the court you are said to be an scapegoat for other people in the society. So since you are an scapegoat, they only do what? They only trash you off. And the way our system is defined in prison, we need to rethink about it.
You went to the prison to have all this education. So when you came back and you feel they need to restructure the entire prison system, what have you done about it?
That's a nice question. The work is hard.
Because now you have education, you can write letters, you've been there. You can complain, actually. Have you tried to go to court to write? Because you people go there and learn, but you don't use the force you get there or the power you get there to fight for yourselves. You keep complaining. What have you done since you came out?
That's a nice question. But to start with, there is this quote that I love most. He says, the struggle is rare.
The struggle is real.
Rare, but
okay.
God is rare too.
Okay.
Sure. The same way, when I was there, I had a chance to have a communication with people. So when I was able to come out, there was this NGO called POS Foundation. They normally come around for Justice for All. Justice for All is a program for remand prisoners. They normally does that to reduce the remand prisoners in there. So I came out, I was volunteering with them. But initially, before I come out, I lost my mom along the way. And not long after, 1 month later, I lost my dad too. So things became so tough, but there was little support from the family here. So I've been using those stuff as transportation for my volunteering work. So as I joined them, we normally discuss a lot about prison. But my motive or my main purpose was like, yeah, you have been there, you have been through, you have come out. What is next? So we sat down and we find out that there is no reintegration system in Ghana. When you come out, the stigma is rare. Even you going back into your society is something that you can't. Because everybody will point finger at you. Everybody will use you as an example to talk to another person. When there is an argument somewhere or they raise some issue, you need not to utter a word because they will use it against you. So I found out that the reintegration is not there. We only come out and they are allowed that, okay, as long as you are free, go and face the world.
So that's what I'm asking.
So I'm coming there. Mm-hmm. So go and face the world. So I, with POS Foundation, we decided to design a program for ourselves, reintegration, which we call the formerly incarcerated person network. A network that we come together, we bring all formerly incarcerated together, which after you serve your term and you are out, we solicit a fund or we scout for fund from other organizations. Then we take ourselves through soap making, beads making, and other stuff, and the pity skill. The amount that the last one we did, we were supported by UNDP. They raised the fund for us because going to government bodies to raise funds, when you tell them that, oh, I wanted to go and support prisoners, or I wanted to go and support ex-convicts who came out of prison, they see it as weird, aside maybe the church who give a little support towards prison section. So we made the first run, which a lot of people participate, teach, but when we went back interviewing everyone, we find out that when we are out, even money to start a business, maybe you thought you beads making, soap making, the capital to start it become challenging. So we discussed it again in office, and boss was like, okay, fine. Then let's wait. When we get some money, then we teach them, then we can give them some portion of the money for them to go and start their own business on their own.
So this one is different from what I'm asking.
Okay.
This is when people come out, the way you try to establish them so they can feed themselves. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to ask is that, what I'm trying to say is that you people complain, say, say, ebi mu ko amu take advantage, ebi read the law, ewo inside ho, ebi read this, nti mu wo ho na mu ehu pain no. Na mu nim say na mo pe no, mo ba de na mo join the force, na mo ntro letters, mo fa lawyers ndi mo ni mu say mo change bibi. The stigma that you people hate so much, ex-convicts, you people go and read a whole lot. So why don't you people form alliance and go to court to see if you can make any changes or something like that? You people keep complaining. You people are not making any step or any move.
We are
That's
making
what
the
I'm
steps. We are making the steps, but step involving rebuilding yourself first. Before you make any step to go and stand on a platform to talk, you have to rebuild yourself. You have to finance yourself, because certain talks comes with your own power. So I had an opportunity to join this global network, which is INN, Incarceration Nation Network. They convene every year in South Africa. So far we have 16 chapters from different countries. We come together, we share ideas, we share our story, and we are rethinking and reimagining prison system. Last week, I had an opportunity to join the team to launch the first and ever global freedom consultant from formerly incarcerated person. That when we begin to start with our story advocacy, people begin to listen to us. People begin to know that no, the system, those who are close to the problem are the same people who are close to the solution. Because if I have gone through this, I am the best person who can advise someone how he can move his step, how he can go through. And these are the steps that we are taking for now.
Tell me, give me 3 reasons why somebody should help an ex-convict and feel free and not be afraid.
3 reasons. 1, their life experience teach them a lot. Their life experience teaches them a lot. 2, an ex-convict who has not been to classroom knows a lot about the law or know little about the law. And 3, the world is dangerous, boom, because you may not know where you may find yourself tomorrow. My 3rd point, I can't guarantee for everyone.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Because you can't guarantee.
Sure.
And there is no marks on anybody's face to show that this ex-convict ran with your shoes and this one stay with your legs.
Yeah.
You know. So because of that, everybody is being careful, because we are out here, we hear a lot that when you go, they train you to become this. When you come out, the people are there, they guide you how to rob. So we don't know who we are receiving and who we are not receiving. And you that has been there, you cannot give me 3 reasons why I should.
Can tell you, inside there is about choice. I choose to school myself. Someone also choose to attend a carpentry shop to learn a handiwork. A friend of mine also choose to learn sewing. Today, he is also out there sewing for people, making an ends meet. It's about choice. Because when the man spoke to me, he asked me that no, he wants me to go and lie down. Think for yourself. If it is good for you. I have people who are still inside who have not even planned or made mind that, oh, I don't want to involve myself into it. I'm going to learn gang. When I go out, I'm going to do it. Yes, I will not deny the fact. They are there.
So the woman, according to you, lied against you.
Yeah. She, later on, when I came out, I had a one-on-one talk with her. And she was like, she was afraid. But what the dad told her to say, that was like, but initially he told me that I wasn't the one. It was Olebe. He mentioned a certain guy's name. It was Olebe. But he assumed that when he told the way the dad and I are okay, when he told him that the dad will be what? Okay. But later on, before you find out that no, the thing have out of hand. But the time the thing was out of hand, she couldn't do anything about it.
Oh. So you forgiving her?
Sure. I call her, I told her that I don't want to have, and she also said we should just let go. Yeah, so.
What about the father?
I've never heard from the father.
And you didn't ask the lady where the father is?
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Any advice for the public?
My best advice, prison is rare. The law too is rare. We don't see much in the law, especially even from SHS. I wanted to have more time, go to SHS and talk to people about this thing, because our youth, when you enter into prison, you find not from 23 to 18, the population is really, really high. Initially, I thought they say it was older people who go to prison, but no, it's not like that. The young, and even with my case, the family case was really, really high in prison. And I noticed that from SHS was a time that we have to know all those stuffs, but we have less knowledge about those stuffs. We don't have much mind or much knowledge about defilement, or I don't even know. I got there before there was like, which one too is defilement? Me, why, for what? So let us advocate.
We should give more education on the law, about the law.
About the law.
And
what?
offense.
Yes. And it is very necessary.
Makes a lot of sense. Any advice you give to those who are still inside there? Some of the things you saw people do that you feel will not help them. One advice I keep on saying, I remembered I had the opportunity to go to Nigeria prison, Krikri, to talk to them after I'm out of prison. And one thing I keep on saying is, to become someone outside, you are always behind. Everybody is gone. But one thing you have to know is, don't let go of any opportunity given to you inside. Hold on to it. Even if you take you not to eat for you to obtain it, you should hold on to it. Because, and secondly, to preparation from outside, start from within. Don't wait for the last time that, let me go out. When I go out, this person will help me, this person will help me. Yeah, I also have that same thing in mind, that my mom will support me when I come out. But before I came out, I lost my mom. 1 month later, I lost my dad. It wasn't easy. Rebuilding myself back it wasn't easy. So I always tell them, let them hold on to any opportunity, even if it is trade or anything that you learn, that you have a certificate, that when you come out, you can be able to use it. I'll plead with them that they should. They should do. Okay. So, is there any help you want the public to help you or something like that?
If help, I wish to be an entrepreneur, and all that I seek is only capital, because I'm still in the justice firm. I wanted to do justice work. I wanted this mindset of, okay, you have been to prison and you can't do anything again. I want us to take that mindset off. And secondly, as long as the government have approved and they have started with us, that they were able to bring university into prison and it take effect, and it have already graduated 2 badges, they should go back and let's review the law, which says that you may not work or you can't do any government work after prison. Because the government always preach that the society should accept we. But before the society will accept we, the government also have to accept we. That, okay, the people are coming out. They are the same people who are coming to stay with us. So if they couldn't accept we here, how would the society also accept we? So the government will also accept we into their government sectors. So that, we are not saying we all will come out redefined. No, we are not saying that. But the best who are out and redefined, you should absorb them, you should reintegrate them, you should teach them.
How would we know this one is redefined?
By reintegration. That's where the program comes. That when someone come out of prison, not straight forward to his place of abode, but you should hold them, reintegrate them, take him through the system.
Take him through the
you know that this person.
Then
Sure.
you look at the traumas and all that.
Yeah, you begin to study the person and know that no, this person needs some time. This person needs this thing. This person have to humble himself a little bit before he have to move on.
Like a rehab center.
Rehab center. Thank you.
We get it. So you want to be an entrepreneur and you are looking for capital.
Yes, sir.
So how much capital are we looking at?
I just need to start a business.
That's what I know. Which business?
For now, I would like to, because I'm also into IT. So I would like to deal with maybe buying and selling of IT or repairing any shop at all. I'll be okay.
So how much are you looking at?
For now, I've not budgeted now for anything yet, but...
You are watching Live Behind Bars with Maame Grace. So if you feel you can help our brother, be that angel and help him establish himself so he doesn't fall into any troubles again. Anything you want to add? Is there anything you feel you want to say or add, or you are okay?
You will talk more because I will definitely come again.
You will definitely come
again. Yeah, I'll come with my program right now.
Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. I believe that angel will come and support you open your business. You don't have any budget yet. But if you feel you can help him, let's do this to the glory of God. Thank you for coming. Shalom. Peace.